In this video for the project Their Eyes Were Watching God, Juxtapositioning Journeys, I chose a prompt, The Power Struggle. The particular part of the book that I will be talking about is Janie's second husband, Joseph Stark, and her battle to free herself from Jody's controlling, oppressive relationship, with her trying to find her voice, juxtaposed to my experience with the bully I had in grade school, fifth grade, learning to accept my physical appearance. Jody starts to assert his control over Janie soon after they move to Eatonville. Whenever they open up the store, Jody makes Janie work at the store, which is very obvious that she doesn't like to work there. While working at the store, Jody makes Janie cover her hair with a head rag to cover her hair so that other men can't see it because he doesn't want them to lust over it. The first instance of we see of Janie resisting Jody's power is whenever they're in the store once again, and Janie starts an argument with Jody, and she kind of starts fighting back, but then she holds her word. As the book goes on, Jody's dominance and control becomes so strong over Janie that now whenever he gets mad, Janie reacts in silence. Like whenever Jody hit her for making a terrible dinner that wasn't on purpose, and Janie just reacts in silence with her real emotions bottled inside her. And their marriage continues into older age. Janie gives silent submission to Jody while bottling her discontent emotions inside. With this older age, Jody teases Janie about her aging body to ignore his aging body. One of these times, Janie retaliates, commenting on Jody's body in the store, prompting Jody to hit Janie to punish her for insulting his reputation and authority in front of many of the folks inside the store. At this point, Jody and Janie are still married, but they're very detached from each other. It isn't until Jody's death is imminent from kidney failure that Janie starts to free herself whenever she confesses to him that he never let her indulge into her emotions, that he was like a tyrant to her, and that he tried to change her to make her into a perfect wife, but that wasn't who she was. And then after finishing her speech, Jody dies, and the first thing Janie does is release her rag from her hair, now symbolic of her new freedom from Jody. The experience of someone having power over me happened whenever I was returning to school back from summer going into fifth grade. Now, coming back from summer, it's almost expected that kids grow, right? Well, that summer I did happen to grow, but I still seem to stay shorter than everyone. Smaller physical stature was never something to be ashamed of or concerned of until my bully Grant was introduced to my class. Now, he was probably one of the bigger dudes in our grade, but he looked friendly enough, so me being a nice guy, I go up to him, trying to make friends with him, and the conversation goes normal, but he's giving me kind of this deprecating stare. In the beginning, Grant didn't outright bully me, but it progressed into that. At first, his comments were just kind of haughtiness from him. Like, he would say things in P, like, look at him, he can't get that, he's too short, why would you do that? You should get me in, bro, look, I'm taller. So after a week or two, his arrogant, teasing comments turned into, like, directed insults. At this point, I had to go confront him and talk to him about this. So I tried to explain to him, like, hey, like, why are you doing this? Like I told him how it was making me feel, how it was uncool. And then his first response was to laugh at me, and then he said, I can't take you seriously. You're literally a joke to me. You can't even look me straight in the eyes. You have to look up at me. Confrontation I had with Grant, he brought forth a insecurity that I didn't know I had and cemented a power over me through it. With this new insecurity, I started to think thoughts like, if God created everyone equal, then why isn't everyone the same height? Does me being shorter make me less of a person or less significant than others? This feeling of sadness and insignificance continued as I took insults from him until about halfway through the year, whenever I was fed up with it and told my parents about it. Could tell me was that this was going to happen, but it didn't make me any less of a person. I had advice from my parents and confidence boosting from my friends. I learned to deal with Grant, and by the end of the year, he had moved away, but my insecurity stayed until about a year and a half later in sixth grade, whenever I learned to fully accept me for who I am and that my height didn't make me any less of a person or change me. Then it went from my physical capabilities and activities to in the classroom, like if I would make a mistake or get Janie's experience with her second husband and my experience with a bully and an oppressive person was in our life that tried to restrict or damage our identity. Once the oppressive person left in our lives, we learned to gain self acceptance. For me, it was in my height. For Janie, it was in her voice, emotions, and appearance again.